struggle with sin and with their own humanity. You know what's good about that news is that the answer is still Jesus. That around the world, regardless of what you face, whether it's drugs or alcohol or famine or war or perversion, the answer is still Jesus. And aren't we glad that we serve a Jesus that still has the answer for the problems of life? I think sometimes we forget the thing that has been purchased on our behalf. I want to begin this morning by telling you a story. There was a man who had saved up all of his money to buy a ticket on a boat so that he could come to America. This was many, many years ago before they had planes. He saved up all of his money to buy a ticket to ride the boat to come to America. He wanted a new life. He wanted a new adventure. He wanted a new journey. And he sold all he had, and he packed his food in a backpack that he was carrying, and he got on the boat and he began to travel to America. But of course the journey on the boat was about 4 weeks long. And about a week in, the food that he carried began to go rotten, began to go bad. And he had only enough money to buy the lowest ticket. He was the lowest class passenger, and he was eating this food out of his backpack, but it started to go bad, and he started to get sick. He was eating bad food. And he was desperate, and he was hungry, and he was sick, and he was broke, and he had no money and no access to anything else. And one day the captain of the boat was walking all the different layers of the boat, greeting the passengers. And finally the captain got to the very bottom of the boat, where the lowest class, poorest passengers were. And he sees this man starving to death, laying on his bed, almost dead. Captain says, "What's the matter? Why are you so sick? What's going on with your health?" And the man began to tell him this story. He said, "Sir, I sold everything I had to buy the lowest class ticket to get on this boat so I could come to America. I didn't even have enough money for food, so I tried to pack all my food in my backpack, but it's gone rotten, and I'm sick, and I'm broke, and I have no money, and I'm going to die." And the captain looks at him, and he begins to laugh. And the man is kind of offended. He goes, "Why are you laughing at me? I'm here, I'm sick, I'm dying, I'm starving." And the captain said, "Don't you know that the ticket that you purchased includes 3 meals a day in our gourmet kitchen?